Well, law enforcement agencies are the first line of defense, training to prevent tragedies or responding when they happen.
That's why the exercises we're about to show you are so critical. The Brown Outagamie County Bomb Squad taking local canines to sweep a debris field for secondary explosive devices after an explosion.
In part 2 of our First Alert exclusive, Sniffing Out Danger, Brittany Schmidt saw this team up with the FBI to find an undetonated device.
Fire in the hole!
This is the type of training the Brown Outagamie County Bomb Squad and its canines don't have access to on a regular basis. The search for secondary improvised explosive devices in post-blast zones.
If there would be some sort of explosion, we want to still search, make sure there's no secondary devices or other devices out there.
These manufactured improvised explosives, also called homemade explosives, are made by the FBI's explosive unit in a lab where they use materials based on recent threats.
They're things that people generally should not be making and should not have, but usually for nefarious purposes.
Some lab-made explosives are so sensitive, only FBI bomb technicians like Chad Piontek can handle and detonate them for training purposes.
Since the odors or the improvised explosives that the FBI provides are based on the threat, that threat can change. So occasionally they will add a different improvised explosive so that dogs can, one, imprint and become familiar with its odor.
To be able to use those scents just helps reiterate what these dogs can do and protect the areas that we protect.
Imprinting the canines or making them familiar with evolving scents is paramount to finding the threat.
You can't stop someone from picking a specific explosive. There are, hundreds of them. So that's where, again, what we do and what the dogs are trained on, we try to reinforce everything that's out there.
A dog or dog team, like any other piece of equipment, it's a tool, so it's not perfect, but it is a lot more sensitive than some of the even more technical diagnostic equipment that we have.
After safely setting up the manufactured improvised explosives in an Outagamie County quarry, it is time for the canines to get to work. A dog's nose is at least 100,000 times more sensitive than a human's, and is shaped in a way that exhaling while sniffing doesn't disturb the faintest of smells, according to the American Kennel Club. Even though we can no longer see the smoke with the naked eye, I'm told the smoke's still strong enough to impact the dogs so that they have to work through some of that smell yet to still find those secondary devices, the ones that have not exploded yet.
So right now the dogs are training just in a post-blast scene. So we still have explosives out here that we want them to find, and we're just doing it in a scene that's already contaminated.
Bringing these explosives out increases our safety and security by their ability to find and identify these explosives so that they can be properly disposed of should they be found.
There's a lot of dedicated officers that put in a lot of time to make sure we're doing the best we can to make sure they don't have to worry about enjoy the event and have fun, because that's what these events are for, to entertainment. They want to have fun, enjoy, and forget the stress of normal life. But it takes a lot to make sure they go off without a hitch.
These local canines train every month, but this rare type of exercise, exposing them to sensitive material only the FBI is allowed to handle, is critical to finding the unknown. I'm Brittany Schmidt for Action 2 News.
Fascinating. The dog's nose knows, yeah.
Exactly what's going on.
For sure.